Hey everyone, this is Kathleen with Windy Chaos, and I'm doing a plan with me today. I'm kind of catching up on my planner, and so a lot of this isn't forward planning, but backward journaling. But I thought I'd show you a couple of things that I do to kind of help myself out. When I finally do sit down to plan, hopefully I'm not more than like a week behind. I will just quickly go through and scribble what that day was about. So we're gonna do the one with the sourdough, but like I have two other days on here that were just work days. And if I got to go see my mom, and so I just have them in there. This was the page I just finished on another video. But yeah, just jotting things down. And then if you think you're still gonna forget while you're doing your planning, you can circle this, pull it off, and go to town. Another thing I like to do, especially if I'm going to pull from a couple of different kits, is I do use the GoodNotes sticker books. They're just the easiest way to keep things organized. And I found that even though I'm creating Noteful and ZoomNotes sticker books, the GoodNotes sticker books are still the smallest in file size. So they don't tax my iPad as much as having those larger files. Although I love how zippy fast Noteful is with importing stuff. Oh my goodness. So I'm just going to pull a couple of things in for this one. Um, this is a Plan and Thrive kit. My husband says I have a problem with really pretty bowls. So I think I'm going to pull that in. I like these spoons. I did a lot of cooking this day. I had done my sourdough starter and I wanted to use some of the discard for some things. I also, as you know from my own kits, I'm very partial to this kind of watercolor illustration style. Um, but this is a cute one too. This is one that you can find. Um, I think I'm gonna might use this. You have access. Oh well, I don't think I have it uploaded yet, but I will put it in there today. It's called Teacups and Pickup Trucks, and it was one that I had from Planning to Prosper, or not Planning to Prosper, Popcorn Planning. So it'll be in the library, the Windy Chaos Library, here shortly. I think I'll use that. I might go ahead and use, this was on Friday. Oops, that made that tiny, tiny. I might put these together. Let's see, this was May. Maybe not. We'll see. And let's do the little teapot. 23rd. There we go. Now I just need to find, now I bought both the Planning to Prosper and the Breezy sourdough kits, but I'm not finding them. So let me bring them in. I am still working on having my stuff really good and organized. It's hard to believe it can still be a work in progress, but it is. And did I put it in here? Okay, yep. Download. Sorry, I should have done this earlier. I'm probably gonna jump in and find one of my like kind of ginghamy or polka dot backgrounds. There's a gal who does one called Ooh La La scrapbooks, and I think she is the same person who does Jessica's JSS. I can't remember what it all stands for. Jessica's scrapbooks. But anyway, her scrapbook kits, digital scrapbook kits are fabulous. And oh my goodness, you get so much. Okay, there we go. What would I like to use there? Maybe this guy and maybe this guy. Although I do have a mixture that I really like. Okay, that's pretty good. And then I'm going to bring in the planning to prosper. There we go. In my sourdough era. I like these names. I think people are super fun and creative. I think I'm definitely in a sourdough era. So my brother and I went and took a class together, and that was really, really fun. And he's kept up with his as well, although I think he thinks he might have killed his starter. So I might have to rescue him. Just playing with a little bit of placement here. I don't know if I want that May or not. I don't know yet. Isn't this half the fun though? Is just kind of fiddling. Move that to front. Yeah, that's getting kind of cute. Where did I do with the teapot? Oh, there it is. Let's see. I do like washi tape in real life, and I like it in digital life too. Okay, that's kind of cute. We'll see if it stays that way. A couple more minutes on that. And that's kind of big, but I think I'm just going to let it kind of fall off the edge. Whoa. A little crazy there. But that Thrive and Plan kit, or well, it's just a sheet, but I've had it for quite a while. So it was kind of interesting that both Breezy and Planning to Prosper came out in the same week with basically a sourdough kit. Not that Breezy's is necessarily just a sourdough kit, but it felt very similar. And I'm not accusing anybody of anything, but I think it's funny how sometimes as creators we do kind of end up thinking along the same lines. Um, I find I find it incredibly frustrating when I have an idea in my head and I've been working on it, and then all of a sudden somebody else publishes theirs, and I'm like, but wait. I've been working on this for 2 weeks and now you've beat me to the punch. So anyway, I felt that way a little bit about the patriotic stuff, but of course everybody's going to have a patriotic kit. But sometimes it's the color palette, and I'm like, that's exactly what I was going for. Um, but I haven't seen a patriarchate kit exactly like mine yet, so I'm glad about that. I really wanted kind of that northeast nautical feel. Okay, I think I'm gonna make this just kind of the list of things that I did, almost like a little timeline. But how to fix the cookies so they're in there? Not quite sure. Maybe going up is the best. It's pretty cute. I think I want that to kind of go tuck under there a little bit. Okay. I don't know, maybe I don't need a background. Maybe I'll just stick this behind everything. I do love a blue gingham. I love a red gingham too, but I really love a blue gingham. Okay, let me send that to the back. Or actually, all I really want is to send this to the front. Move to front. And this guy. And then this guy I'll crop. Thinking like after that first. Whoa. Okay, let's try this. Image. Crop. Done. Yep, pretty good. Maybe these guys can go here in front. And oh my goodness, my kitchen was such a wreck. I spent like a lot of time Saturday cleaning up. But actually, it wasn't as bad as all that. It's just, I left it overnight and it looked terrible. I usually don't do that, but it was like, this is going to take forever, but it really only took about an hour. I just had myself completely psyched out that it was going to take forever. Okay, so let me pull that open. I feel bad because I feel like I've got this completely filled up without use. But I used one of her stickers on another one that I had done. Yeah, where I'd fed the sourdough. So I don't know why it didn't show up as being downloaded already. But I might not be using it. I like the girls. I never identify with any of these girls, but they are very nicely done. Okay. I think I'm going to leave it. So we've got a little bit of the teacups and pickup trucks, and we've got a little bit of, well, quite a bit of the Breezio, but the Pioneer Baker, which I thought was super clever. Oh, this little saying here says some people call it the middle of nowhere. We know it's the center of everything. In fact, I might go ahead and just put that at a little angle to make it a little more interesting. I have a habit of kind of lining everything up and trying to get very even margins around things, which is kind of that digital graphic, I don't know. It's really important when you're taking classes and stuff that your alignment's really great and stuff like that. And it's like, this is supposed to look like real life, not like digital graphic class. So trying not to be too anal about things. There we go. Okay. I'm pretty happy with that. Hope you guys think it's cute. Gonna tuck this into the corner. Okay. Here we go. I think I can make Friday just a teeny bigger. I could maybe put this guy across the bottom. Sometimes you want something that just kind of grounds everything. Oh, yeah. And the funny thing is, this actually really looks like the Pioneer Woman dishes and stuff, which I absolutely love. And I have. Okay. Yep. That was the perfect little finishing bit. I do need to send it all the way to the back though, because it's cutting off the bowls. Okay. Send to back. There we go. Okay. So I got this really cute font from Shelly Planners. You've probably seen it. It's called Bubble something. I really Bubble Drop. Yeah, we'll just do the regular. And I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna move this down to about 17. Oh, shoot. Okay. Let's go down to 17 again. Now add the dot. Okay. So I'm just gonna bills and bill basket. Get a little bigger here. Cookies. Pancakes. Bread. And I'm going to tell it that I want everything aligned to the right. Or left, I mean. I feel like the only grown-up is in her 50s who still struggles with right and left sometimes. Okay, now if I hold down and I do select all, I might be able to play with this font size. Sometimes my pen just seems to lose contact. Super annoying. Okay, 34. There we go. It is nice to have a keyboard. Okay. Cookies, pancakes, bread. Okay, I think that's adorable. There's nothing over here in my to-do list or my events. And I got those things off of there. So I can erase that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And it is done. So cute. All right, guys. I don't think there were any special new techniques in this one, but I hope you enjoyed the plan with me just the same. I enjoyed sharing it with you, and I hope you have a great day.